That's what it is, SK Vibemaker, Rinse TV, and we are in the National Theatre with Shakka today. What's happening, sir?
You sounded like the sickest garage MC on road.
I did, yeah?
You did.
I was trying to play it down
like
a little
100
bit.
miles an hour. It was sick, though.
I was an old school garage MC back in the day. You never knew?
Yes, no, I do remember.
You're supposed to know this.
I'm supposed to know this.
Yes, you're supposed to know this.
Because like it's my history is of like a myriad of different things. So if I don't know about certain bits, please allow me.
But you know more. You look more like the garage MC than me, though.
I look more like the garage MC.
Yeah.
Is it the shirt?
It's the shirt, it's the trim.
It's the trim. Yeah. Okay, cool. The trim, it makes sense. I'm fine, SK. How are you?
Man, I'm definitely good. And we're here today because you are starring in Home.
Yes. Home is directed by Nadia Fall. Nadia Fall is a very, very prolific director who's done a wide variety of different pieces, not only in the National, but in a selection of different theatres around London. And she essentially interviewed a group of 17 to 25-year-olds who currently live in a hostel in East London, and it houses about 200 inhabitants. And she took the interviews and transcribed them into script, and so we are literally living out the lives of these characters.
I hear there's no place like it.
It's just a house.
Somewhere I could call my home, call the home my home. Oh, how I'm longing for those.
So tell us in a bit more detail about your role in Home.
Right, so with my character in particular, his name is Bullet. Now, he's unfortunate enough to have been shot, and with him saying, I'm listening to the interviews, you would hear him say it, but he doesn't. He just says it like it's cool, man. This just happened in my lifetime. Whereas in the play, we definitely convey that, but for everyone to understand it, there are different elements that we have to use and incorporate in order for it to be effective, so that people fully understand how serious it is for someone to have gone through such a turmoil, essentially. So there's so many different things that I've learned over these past couple of months as an actor now, as well as a songwriter that I'm very, very thankful for. But in a long-winded nutshell, that is my role in this piece.
So how strong has the pull become, because you do music and now you're acting? Have you caught the acting bug?
Yes, I have. I'm very, very addicted, and every time I'm not acting, I'm fiending for the stage a little bit more. But yeah, it can get quite overwhelming, because sometimes when there's a weekend where there isn't any, when there aren't any shows over here, like I would be at a festival, so I'd be performing with the Jacks, with Basement Jacks, or I'd be doing a show with Wretch, or even one of my own shows, and so it can get quite, so I have to wake up at like 6 to get to the station for 8 to then travel to some part in the UK, and it can be quite frantic, but aside from that, it's I can't complain, because this is definitely all I've ever wanted to do since I was 5, so yeah.
Has it mostly been positive? Because you've got the cynics that sort of doubt musicians that get into acting.
Yeah. It's been really cool. I've had a lot of tweets from a lot of people who came down to the show and said, you need to do this more often, which is quite humbling. And a few of my friends cussing me saying, man, you can't act, so you trying. But in general, it's been quite positive. The feedback has been very positive.
Now, you're a name where in the music world a lot of people are talking at the moment. They're excited. You're an exciting voice. Shakka came out a couple of years ago, and since then, the feature with Blackout with Wretch 3 as well. People are really talking about you. They're talking about labels knocking on the door. How's the music going for you, man?
The music's going very well, very well. And as you've mentioned, I've had tons of fun with Wretch performing Blackout. So especially with the doing Graham Norton and Radio on One Weekend, and numerous festivals and stuff, including Wireless, which was a big day for him, as well as myself. It's been very fun so far.
Now, your latest release, the Tribe EP, definitely lives up to your name. It's very Tribe-esque.
Yes, Tribe-esque is the word.
Then they all want it in like a virus. Do you know? Then they all want it in like a virus. Do you know?
Talk to us about the EP, man.
Tribe is is me paying homage to the in-betweeners. So the people who didn't have labels on their heads, who weren't nerds, who weren't jocks, who weren't roadman, who weren't anyone with labels, or anyone with who followed a particular pocket. They just were. You know, they just existed. They liked different bits of pretty much anything. They'd play football, but they'd go home and listen to Nirvana. For me, it was only right that I spoke out to those people as a group. And yeah, it's I think in comparison to the past projects that I've had, I'd like to say it's grander. I'd like to say the lyrics are quite, the subject matter is quite deeper than that of the Shakka Crown affair. And I guess I'm also showcasing a lot more of my musical ability because it's entirely produced by me. Bar Sooner or Later, which is co-produced by Deanie Boy. Yeah, that's Tribe in a nutshell. It's me top to bottom.
Yo! When did my mind start spinning? Oh, yeah!
It's been another big one. Myself, SK Vibemaker for Rinse TV. I gotta say thank you very much for coming through, man.
Thank you, bro. It means a lot. Just as a heads up, you can catch Home at the National Theatre. That's at the Shed. It finishes on September the 7th, and it's currently on now, so make sure you grab your tickets. Tribe, the EP, is out on July 5th, which has already gone, but it's available on iTunes now for you guys to download, so make sure you guys get that. And that's me signing out, Shakka with 2Ks.